Following disclosures of secret meetings to have Woodinville buy the park and ride, One Woodinville did a review of the land itself. $15 million is what the tax-assessed value is, but that's not the real value. Anyone who knows real estate knows location, location, location. So let's look at that. Woodinville's park and ride is in a prime location, centrally located next to our existing high-density housing in the downtown core and right next to the future high-density housing that's already been approved. We have a decade more of development that's already approved right next door. If you look a little further out, it's also about how you get there. Woodinville's transit survey has identified 75% of the current transit users are arriving by car. Most of them are traveling only 5 to 7 minutes. Notice that the major east-west arterial lines up with Woodinville. So anyone between here and Duval is going to flow naturally to the park and ride. Same for the north-south corridor. Highway 9 becomes 140th, which goes straight to Woodinville-Redmond Road. Woodinville Park and Ride is right in the middle of that corridor. So either way, people are flowing in. And that's an area of growth. Snohomish County has identified their growth boundary areas that they want to enhance just north of the county line. Woodinville Park and Ride then is positioned for a renaissance. We're coming out of the pandemic. And if you look at the actual data, that's true. We had a couple of very light years. But this spring, with the combination of metro cutting routes, which increased our utilization, yes, but also Amazon and other companies aggressively pushing for return to office, utilization is way up. And it looks like it will continue to go up based on the continued growth in Woodinville. So why in the world is Mike Millman discussing purchasing the park and ride with City of Woodinville money? That makes this a smaller footprint, reducing the options for Metro, stagnating the growth to come. Doing this will only make everyone's life worse. Everyone that drive to the park and ride, well, they can just as easily stay in their car and keep going, and that increases traffic on all the major roads. Reducing park and ride land also will lead to decreased service, and we all pay for that because employers pass along the cost of their employees having to commute. And less land really cuts Metro out at the knees. They will not be able to use Woodinville as a future hub for all that area I spoke to. It will just be a dead-end bus stop. Millman has claimed that this is going to be used for apartments, so-called transit-oriented development. But that type of development is built with no on-site parking. People still have cars. That creates a problem then, and Metro will solve it by moving to reservation-only, for-pay parking in the park and ride, which then means people who don't pre-plan can't use the park and ride, reducing the utilization further. Consider a few facts about what's going on in Woodinville. In the last year, City Council has approved 1,600 new apartments. Most of those will be built in the coming 5 to 10 year period. That means that's a lot more people coming. The park and ride will have more use. Downtown traffic is already predicted to reach level F service on several of our major ingress-egress intersections, so we need that transit. And King County growth targets have already been met. That 1,600 units has already addressed Woodinville's growth needs through 2044. Metro route reductions in 2023 especially hurt Woodinville. Less land will make that even worse. It will be a spiral downwards. As you've seen, there's no good reason to rush into a deal that permanently reduces or eliminates options for the Woodinville Park and Ride. Clearly Millman knew this, or else he would have been making more public updates to the council instead of having 9 months of secret meetings. There might be less legitimate reasons. Mike Millman is very good friends with builders and developers, and a giveaway of downtown land would be excellent. Also, he's possibly trading favors for political interests outside of our city. And it all lets him pad his resume for a run for some other higher office. Look at these great deals I did. But Woodinville is not a stepping stone, and Woodinville should not be left paying the bill.